Peace and much love. This is Emily Raw, and welcome to our weekly Dreamwalker transmissions. These will be the supplemental videos for the Dreamwalker online course, which begins in March 2023. And today we're going to be talking about the 4 R's of dream recall. I'm going to do my best to make this concise and really lay out these 4 R's in a way that are comprehensible for you to be able to immediately up level your dream recall practice if that is something that you struggle with. A lot of people come to me and they say, I don't dream. And I say, yes, you do. You just don't remember them. In fact, I believe that if we don't dream, then we would die. Dreaming is a function, a natural function for human animals to be able to even exist here in this three-dimensional reality and be able to integrate all that's here. So I'm going to riff all about it in week 2 of Dreamwalker for our scribe archetype. And this is really part of the scribe archetypes toolkit is the dream recall practice. So please do sign up for the course. I'll put a link in the comments so you can learn more about it. But today I want to talk about these 4 R's for dream recall. And um, and this, of course, is in tandem with last week. I challenged you to begin to write down your dreams or keep a dream journal. You can also write it down on your phone or iPad or computer or voice record, whatever works for you. But I challenged you to begin to create a space where you can write your dreams down. This is super important for remembering them because in the first 5 minutes of awakening, we're losing 90% of the dream memory. So, that first 5 minutes when you wake up and you enter into what's called the hypnopompic state or the state from sleeping into waking holds the potentiality of remembering. Um, Now, there's a lot of different influences before we go to sleep and when we wake up that can impact our dream recall. Certain substances or foods that we might be uh, ingesting might be causing our body and our consciousness to have to take more time to integrate and process all of that before it can even get to remembering dreams. And so, it's very important that this dream practice is a very integrative practice. It involves everything to do with your waking life, actually. But in those first minutes of your hypnopompic state upon awakening, if you get into the routine and you get into the habit and the excitement of recording your dreams, you'll find that you receive a lot more information, just a lot more data from that world. Um, through making that a habit. If you have an alarm, that is a dream killer. It is a dream killer. Now, there's some alarms we can get that have different frequencies of sound that can help us awaken a little bit more easily so that we remember our dreams more easily. But if we're being shocked awake or wake up and the first thing we do is get a lot of stimulating information and we move out of the hypnopompic state, which is the theta brainwave state, and we're starting to move into the beta state, which is more of like a listing uh, frequency and an organizing frequency, and it can be very high stimulation when we first wake up. So, if you're in the habit of looking at your phone, one easy way that you can transition between these habits is to just write down your dream first thing on your phone. If that's the first thing you do, go to your notes section or your voice recorder and just write down your dream. Now, let's get to the 4 R's of dream recall because I did want to keep this short. The first R we're going to talk about is relax. And we talked about this a little bit around the hypnopompic state that we're waking up into. And those first 5 minutes are juicy moments for dreams to be remembered. Now, something I've learned in my own personal practice is that sometimes when I get excited to remember my dreams, I'm so excited that they run from me. Like if I chase my memories, in my mind. It feels for me like once I chase them, they run further and further from me. So what I found is that relaxing into stillness and fully relaxing my body, keeping my eyes closed, because every time our eyes move, our thoughts move. So keeping our eyes closed, and if they are open, just allow them to soften and gently soften their focus, like when you look off into space and you're kind of not, you're looking into infinity. So, number one is relax, let your body relax, let your eyes relax. And rather than going to chase, what did I just dream right now? Just ask to be shown. And actually, just in this moment, I'm having dream recall memories come up in that moment. And you'll hear me say this phrase a lot. I got it from Clarissa Pinkola Estes, the name Dream Maker. I love this name to personify that there is a dream maker and personify that. And so I'll say something like, "Thank you, dream maker. Please show me. Please show me what's relevant to remember." But yes, first it comes into relax. And if you're in waking life and you want to remember a dream later on in the day, not when you're laying in bed, but just let's say you're in dream council. And when we're in dream council, we'll often go into an induction to induce a meditative state, because in that state, we're relaxed enough to open up to the subtle wisps. Like, in Harry Potter, how they have that seeing bowl and Dumbledore pours the stuff in and you look inside and there's these like wisps and then they start to take form as a memory. Yeah, it's like that. So the second R is remember. And this is where the memories start to come up, they start to surface. And again, we're observing these memories from a space of relaxation in a place of stillness. As these memories are surfacing and we're remembering, is where number three comes in, which is record. So, and this is probably the most important that I found for people I work with who say, "I don't remember my dreams." Well, they say, "I don't dream." And I say, "You do dream, you just don't remember them." And they say, "How do I remember them better?" And I say, "Do you keep a dream journal?" And then they might say, "I used to, but I don't anymore." Or, I don't. Or they say, "Yes, I do, but it's time to bring that dream journal closer." Because expressing desire to remember your dreams is probably the number one way to remember. It's your intention. Like if before you go to sleep, you intend to remember in the morning, you're much more likely to remember. And when you keep a dream journal next to your bed in a pen or whatever format you like, some people like to record their voice so they don't have to mess with writing. Some people like to put it in there digitally. There's benefits to each one. Um, and like with digitally, you can search a keyword later on, search like tiger, and all your tiger dreams could come up, So there's cool things you can do, but when it's analog, you can open the book to a random page later on and ask a question, and it could give you an answer, like an oracle from your dreams, right? So there's different benefits to different ways, but just having a place where you're putting your dreams and choosing and intending to have that space available will help you remember them, because it's like I had this white dress that I got. um I don't remember. I was living out in the boonies and my life was not the most exciting. And I think I was like at Ross or like Burlington or whatever. And there was this dress and it was like this white dress with this giant blue sparkly lotus on it. And I thought, wow, I wish I had a place to wear that. Like I don't have anywhere that I could wear that right now, but I bought it and I said, I'm going to put this in my closet and this is for my future self. And I would look at that dress every day and say, one day I'm going to wear that dress. And lo and behold, 2 years later, I had no idea that I would end up on the streets of Lyon, France in this beautiful cobblestone street in Lyon, France, and there I am wearing my white dress, with the blue sparkly lotus on tour. It was this whole magical adventure. I had no idea it was coming, but I put the dress in the closet. This is the point. I put the dress in the closet and I looked at that dress every day. So it's the same when you put the journal on your nightstand, even if you don't remember the next morning, you're putting it there for your future self who remembers their dreams and has a relationship with their dreams. And that can create, can shift your reality, your experience just through deciding you're going to place that item for your future self. Now, there's other cool things we're going to talk about in future aspects of this course around the dream totem and carrying dream totems and waking life so you can remember your dreams and become more lucid in your dreams. But for now, I really want to focus on this third R, record, is just record it down. And if you and have a dream journal, have a place where you do that. And if you don't remember your dream, when you wake up and you have your dream journal, you're relaxing, you're calling forth the memory from that still place to be shown, and you still don't remember anything, write down, I just still don't remember anything. Maybe it's because I ate a grilled cheese sandwich right before I went to bed, or smoked some cannabis yesterday before I went to bed, or you could write down, I'm feeling this way this morning. I'm feeling frustrated. I can't remember my dreams, or I'm feeling like I'm really anxious about my day. So just start tracking yourself in those first 5 minutes. Just track wherever you're at. And I promise you that some mornings you're going to wake up or in the middle of the night and just there's going to be a lot of information there for you. Now, this brings us to number 4, because so what? Now that we have it all written down, so what? What are we going to do with it? And that's number 4, which is revisit. Revisit. So this is about revisiting our dreams, our dream records. Because I know for me, even later in the day, even sometimes an hour after I've written down my memory, I don't remember what I said. And so, what's the point of writing it down if you're not, I mean, there is just like letting it out and the catharsis of release that happens with journaling, certainly. But a, a huge point, which I used to have a course, it died, but I had a course called The Great Dream Journal Adventure, and it was all about dream journaling and creative ways to work with your dream journal and your dreams, and lots of ways to revisit those writings and do something about it. So take action in making life based on your dream memories. We talked about how you can flip to a random page in your dream journal as an oracle, ask a question like you were pulling a card, and see what your own dreams have to say and what dream maker has to say in response to your question. You can come in with colors and circle all of the people that have been in your dreams for the last 30 days. You could look at every dream you've had for the last full moons and see what themes in the full moon come up for you personally. You know, you could choose to revisit a dream memory that you're revisiting in your journal, and in meditation, go back and track that dream, um, and go back into the dream, which we'll cover in the archetype of the tracker more. But revisiting is, yeah, go back in and remember. I used to keep the moon phase in my dream journal. And then every full moon, I would go back and revisit from the new moon and read my dreams sort of as like one continuous story and get a bigger picture about the themes of what I'm dreaming about and how I could apply that wisdom, that medicine into my waking life. Because that's really what it's all about, is bridging that some of that dream formation into inspiration for art, or in guidance for our healing, or in showing us possible futures we want to prevent or we want to reach. And so, yeah, that's where the good stuff is. So those are the 4 R's of dream recall. We have relax, remember, record, and revisit. And I promise, if you just follow this practice in the morning, just Do your best to relax. If you have an alarm, you need an alarm, try to work with something like 528 hertz or 432 hertz or like some solfeggio frequencies, or classical music, something that's going to help you stay relaxed as you awaken. And don't go chasing the memories. Just open up to receive and accept them in the morning and throughout the day, but especially in those first 5 minutes. Try not to move too much. Just dedicate that. It's only 5 minutes to your dreams. And then write down what you remember. Write down whatever you remember. And if you don't remember, just write down how you're feeling right now and go back and revisit those throughout the days. To go back and revisit those memories and apply them into waking life. And when you start that practice, we're now we're in business. So I want to keep this video short, but if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment in the comments box. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please like and subscribe so you can see all of my videos here. This video will be a supplemental for the Dreamwalker course. So if you are in the course and watching this, peace to you. I've made these videos available as I'm recording them live to the public so that those of you who want to drop in even deeper with what I'm talking about have that opportunity. So please do visit emilyrao.com if you're interested in learning more about Dreamwalker and all of my work. I offer free 15-minute consultations. So if you want to ask me any questions live and drop in, please do reach out. All right. Sounds good. Well, we'll see you next time. We'll see you next week as we go deeper. Blessed be. There it is.